In terms of our approach and methodology, we use psychological approaches that professional actors use, so skills that will make you more confident, more credible, more engaging. We've underpinned that with business rigor and with neuroscience, which is basically your secret weapon to influence and inspire any stakeholder.
We know that is one of the most challenging skills needed in the business world is communication. Without having a strong communication in the organizational world, you will not be able to translate your company vision, strategy, etc. So which we come to Leaders and Show podcast. In this podcast will provide the inspiring and the successful leaders in the business world. Today we are meeting one of the business leaders in the training, learning and development industries. So we need her to introduce herself.
Thank you so much. Hi, my name's Lizzie Yirrell. I'm EVP of Global Sales for Pinnacle Performance Company. Pinnacle, we are an award-winning communication skills training specialist based out of Chicago, but we've got offices all around the world. Myself personally, I'm from London and I've been with Pinnacle Performance Company coming up 10 years, so almost a decade.
All right. First, we can just provide us the strategies and the tactics that you used in line to develop the communication skills in the organizational world. And we know that is one of the most challenging skills needed in the business world is communication. Without having a strong communication in the organizational world, you will not be able to translate your company vision, strategies, etc. So which tactics or strategy that you use for you as a Pinnacle to develop the communication skills for the professionals in the business world?
Sure, I appreciate your question, and I couldn't agree with you more. Communication skills is so critical for both personal and professional success. In terms of our approach and methodology, we use psychological approaches that professional actors use, so skills that will make you more confident, more credible, more engaging. We've underpinned that with business rigor and with neuroscience, which is basically your secret weapon to influence and inspire any stakeholder.
Right.
So as a result, we have highly customized, exercise-driven training experiences that we deliver for all levels of seniority that focus on high-impact presentation skills, or managing difficult conversations, driving executive presence, storytelling for business impact, just to name some.
Perfect. What do you think the barriers that can soon be faced in the business world as a challenges to have a strong communication? What are the barriers of the communication?
It's an interesting question to ask, and I think there are many barriers to communication. And I think if we consider leaders, people find themselves in leadership roles because they're exceptionally good at what they do. They're subject matter experts,
right,
but they're not always trained in the craft or communication. So they get to leadership and management, but they don't have the skills to influence or inspire or lead. So with the Pinnacle training, we give you those critical communication skills for leadership so you can be more engaging, be more influential, be more clear and concise in your delivery in order to reach company goals and get buy-in from your audience as well.
Right. So regarding to the communication skills program that you provided, that's only for the leaders, or then we have some customized programs for the genials, for the mid management?
Yeah, absolutely. We train all levels of seniority. We work with grad programs all the way up to exec programs. And this is across all different industries, all different sectors and all different functions. It could be from HR to finance to engineering to sales, because bottom line, as you were saying, communication, you need it to improve employee morale. You need to win sales. You need to make sure if you're a subject matter expert, you can be really concise and compelling in your delivery. So it's such a requirement across the board. So all customized depending on the level.
Great. Just before the last question, I have a question, first of all, which is related. Did you deliver any courses, any programs for the Arab world and Africa or not?
Yeah, absolutely. So for Pinnacle Performance Company, we physically train in 60 countries across 6 continents. The pandemic, of course, really changed the world of learning. And at Pinnacle, we have a very robust training program from on-site to virtual to on-demand. We deliver across UK, EMEA. We deliver across APAC, US&C, LATAM, so across all regions.
Great. So And you please just provide as a last word the advices for the young professionals, students, peoples around the world, especially the Africans, especially most of our audience are African. What are the advices that you can provide to them to develop their communication skills?
I love this question. So if I was coming into the workplace or starting in my career, I would definitely ensure that I equip myself with the communication competencies needed to be successful. I am so passionate about what we do because it's so valuable. It can completely enhance your career, and they are lifelong skills. So once you've had these skills, you're trained in these skills, you've got them for the rest of your career. One thing when it comes to communication skills, it's all about application, retention, and development. It's like learn a new sport, like learning to play tennis, for example. You can't just watch tennis all day and then pick up the racket and hit the ball perfectly. That doesn't happen. You need to make sure that you really embody these skills. So practice as much as you can, become consciously aware of how your audience are receiving you, and continue to hone these skills to build new muscular memory and habits.
Thank you very much. I'm so glad to host you on this podcast. Hope to see you next.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. It's been an absolute pleasure. I hope to do it again sometime. Thank you.
Thank you.